Hello, my name is Patrick J. Tremper. I'm a process associate at PeopleSource located in San Jose, California. Today I will be talking to you about the if function. Um, say that the if function is useful for writing a statement whether each value is true or false, whether something is true or false. Say that we'll put the value in B2 as 5 and B3 as 8, and then I'll use the say an if statement if B2 is equal to 5, then I'll type something. Let's see. I'll type correct. Um, there you have it. Yeah, B2 does equal 5, so it's correct. But now let's change the value of B5 to 2. Um, it returned false. The reason why is because I have not specified a message for false, and by default, if you don't type in a message, it'll be false. So I'll change this to wrong, and now it'll return wrong. Change that back to 5, and let's use another if statement. Say that if B3 is equal to 8, return B3 is correct. Also will return wrong value. And B3 does equal 8, so therefore it returns B3 is correct. Let's use one more if statement. Equals let's see if let's see B2 is equal to B3. Return the values are equal. Let's return the values are different. It will return the values are different because B2 does not equal B3. Therefore, it's false and it'll execute the values are different. But what if we change them like B2 to be equal to 8? Now it will return the values are equal. That's because B2 equals 8 and B3 equals 8. Therefore, the values are equal. And it's true, so it'll return the values are equal. So there's some examples of if statement for you. Now let's talk about and or. And or is used for like multiple criteria. See that? Let's see. I'll change that back to 5. Let's see. And an end statement is true only when it's true when all conditions are met. See that B2 is equal to 5 and B3 is equal to 8. That will return true because B2 does equal 5 and B3 does equal 8. But now let's change it to something else. Say when B2 equals 4, it returns false because B2 is equal to 4, which is not 5. 5 does not equal 4, and therefore the end statement is false. And so and now let's look at the or statement. An or statement is true when at least one of the values is true. B2 is equal to 5, or B3 is equal to 8. Will this be true? Yes, it is true because B2 does equal 5 and B3 equals 8. Now let's change one of the values, B3 to B2. It's still true because although 8 does not equal 2, 5 is equal to 5, so at least one is true. So that's an or statement for you. But what about when we change B2 to B3 and B3 equals 2? It's going to be false because neither condition is true. So therefore, if an or statement is to be true, then at least one of the conditions has to be true. So do that, and now let's talk about nested conditionals. Let's see. I'm using if statement. Say that if B2 is equal to B3, we'll return. If B2 if the n value is going to be b2 is equal to b3. B2 is equal to 5 and b3 is equal to 8. Return two values are correct. Also, if it's false, I could use another if condition. If at least one is true, b2 is equal to 5 or b3 is equal to 8. Return one value is true. One value is correct. Also we could do neither values are correct. It returns two values are correct. The reason why is because b2 does equal 5 and b3 does equal 8. Therefore, this will get executed. But now let's change one of the values to be a different one. Say 4 is equal to 8. It will return one value is correct because b2 is 4, not 5, and 4 does not equal 5, so therefore it's false. And now I'll jump to this statement. If b2 is equal to 5 or b3 is equal to 8, when then execute that. Well, although 4 does not equal 5, then b3 is equal to 8 and 8 equals 8, therefore it's true. And there we're going to return one value is correct. So that's an example of nested conditions for you, and also a demonstration of the and and or functions. Next, let's talk about the fs function. The fs function asked to return values if the test is true. And I can use multiple tests. Say that if b2 is equal to 5, I'll return b2 is correct. Else we're going to return if b3 equals equal to 8, return b3 is 8, return b3 is correct. And then yep. So yeah, we're going to test use that. Let's see b2 does not equal 5. Therefore, it's gonna be false. So it's gonna check another condition. If b3 is equal to 8, it is, and so this is gonna get executed. b3 is correct. But now let's see what happens when we change b3 to a different number. Say like 3. An error will occur. That's because the if formula is only useful to return values if the statement is true. So thank you for your participation. This is a demonstration on if and fs. Have a good day. Bye.